Special monthly compensation is special for special circumstances like you're missing a limb, or you're amputated, or you're blind, or you lost an eye, or something like that. It's not just a knee claim. So understand the difference of special monthly compensation versus a normal claim, and it will open you up because it's a claims action. Some things are not claims actions. Requesting your VA claims file is not a claims action. Adding dependents, adding or removing dependents, that's not a claims action. Special monthly compensation is a claims action. All right, so we tackled SAM. Now let's go to a big black Corvette. How do I get that SMC? I'm curious, how many of you are getting special monthly compensation, and what level are you getting it at? I want to show my audience here that a lot of people get special monthly compensation. And then just adding more to it, special monthly compensation, a lot of people don't know they even qualify for it. That's what happens a lot. You just get it because you proved your claim and you get it. So a lot of people don't even know about it. And yes, I understand the VA has the duty to maximize your claim and rating, and they have the duty to assist. That doesn't mean they do it. Some of the common special monthly compensations are SMCK, loss of creative organ, SMCL, aid in attendance, SMCS, which is housebound. There's two versions of that. So here's all of them. We got K, L, L and a half, M and a half, N and a half, O, P, R1, R2, SMCT. And if you're looking at the list right here, you can see that SMC R2 and SMCT are the highest, and they get paid at the same rate. And SMCT actually is the only one that makes sense because these letters don't really stand for anything. And then the half, SMC N and a half, it's meaningless. But SMCT stands for TBI. That one actually makes sense. So here's the page that shows you all the special monthly compensation rates. And it depends on what you have, your dependents. So you have to figure out what's going on with you. What do you have? Or most likely, what are you missing? And then how do you prove that? And then do you meet the criteria for this level of special monthly compensation? Or is it lower or is it higher? And then, make sure you watch out for the and or statements. You need to have this and that, but not this. Read through this. So here's the page. I'll leave a link to this in the description. I want to give a couple of examples here just to show you what people are getting out there. And this is something to go for. But again, the caveat is this is a claims action. I'm 100% P&T. I don't like initiating claims actions. And I don't qualify for a SMC that's high enough to warrant laying my rating on the line and my $3,300. For me, it's not worth it to do it for an extra 100 in special monthly compensation. Now, if I was going to go from $3,300 a month to $7,500 a month, and I could see it and I could prove it, that obviously would be a completely different conversation. I don't fit in that boat. So it's up to you to decide what you want to pursue. If you want to learn more about the process, join my boot camp. And if you need medical evidence, hit up my med team. Links for both are in the description. Here's an example of a veteran getting special monthly compensation K times 2. And yes, you could get more than one SMCK. They also have SMCS, which is the housebound, and SMCL. So if we're going to break this down and look at it, it may vary depending on your situation. For general purposes, here's the raw numbers of just veteran alone. So SMCK is $128.62. And then we have SMCL, which is $4506.84. And then for SMCS, we have $4,054.12. These could vary, and obviously this is just veteran alone. If there's dependents involved, it changes. But just want to give you the basic flavor of what's out there. Now, here's an example, and I like the verbiage on this one because, I say this a lot, don't poke the bear. Generally, that's a good rule of thumb. But if you're more advanced and you understand what you're doing and you've weighed the risks and it's worth putting your rating on the line, go poke away. It's your claim. I'm just giving you suggestions. It's up to you to do whatever you feel is best for you and your family. So this veteran had a recent victory poking the bear. He was told not to do it. Don't be greedy. That's basically my line of thinking. But he decided to go for it, and he won special monthly compensation K with 100% P&T. So here's what that looks like. He obviously has some dependents, but he did it for erectile dysfunction, which is a very popular special monthly compensation K. And, he's at $4,100.40. So he's got a couple of dependents in there. Shows the date on here. Your combined service-connected rating is 100%. You are considered to be totally and permanently disabled solely due to your service-connected disabilities. If you're wondering, how do I check to see if I'm 100% or 100% P&T, when you go look at your letters, that box will be checked, and that tells you your P&T. And then the last thing is you have one or more service-connected disabilities. So you could do it, and this is contradictory to what I talk about and preach about, so I wanted to show it, You guys do whatever you want to do, and these are winnable. They can be risky, and they're way too risky for me. Let's hop in the middle of the special monthly compensation pay rate, the table, and look at just kind of one of the definitions. And this is how they assign special monthly compensation, L through O. We assign SMC levels based on very specific situations and combinations of situations. And this is what I mean. Look at this, links in the description, and you want to look and make sure you meet the requirements because there's combinations and they're very specific. Amputation of one or more limbs or extremities. The loss of use of one or more limbs or extremities, meaning you have no effective function remaining. The physical loss of one or both eyes. The loss of sight or total blindness in one or both eyes. Being permanently bedridden, can't get out of bed. Needing help with basic needs like eating, dressing, and bathing, which is also referred to and called aid in attendance. So you would go down here and, all right, I've got one of these things. And then you just pop these things open and you look. Here's SMCL. Got to have this, or this, or this. So it's the and or statements. Let me jump in here real quick and tell you about my boot camp. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp. You can talk to me live. There's a link on the website and in the description, combatcraig.com. And also, if you need medical evidence like a nexus or documenting your symptoms properly, go to our website, combatcraig.com, and it says medteam/nexus letters. Click on that link, fill out the form, boom, you're done.